Okay team, and welcome to your upper body sculpt day. We're going to be working our shoulders, front, side and back, and you are going to love it. We're also going to get our biceps involved and our triceps. Now we're going to use a prop today, so I'm going to be using my yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you can use a cushion off the sofa, or you can kneel on the floor, you can sit on a chair, or you can stand. So it's totally versatile. But I've chosen to use my yoga bolster as it's really fantastic for locking down the lower body. It's really quite comfortable and it allows you to get a fantastic focus on the muscles that you are working. So I would highly recommend finding something around the house that does the job of a yoga bolster, or maybe purchasing a yoga bolster. Okay guys, we've got 2 circuits. Each circuit consists of 3 moves. We're going to do 30 seconds on each move. We're going to rest for 30, come back, do another 30 on each, and then we're going to move on to the second circuit. Okay, so you've got each move 2 times through. I'm going to start my timer. We're going to start with our heavier weight. And when I say heavier, I don't mean ridiculous. Okay, I just mean something that challenges you but doesn't overwhelm you. So I'm going to start on this weight here, and I'm going to stick with this weight for this circuit. My first move is a bicep curl. Okay, I'm going to tuck the elbows in. I'm seated comfortably on my yoga bolster, and I'm going to start curling in 3, 2, 1. You've got 30 seconds. Let's go. There we go. Now allow the weights to come all the way down. There you go. And feel that intense pump as you come up. Now notice my legs are not getting involved at all. This is tough, but it's super comfortable. It kind of feels quite holistic. And that's because I'm using these props. And again, remember, you could use a cushion off the sofa if you wanted to. Okay, you've got 2 more curls. 1 and 2. And then we're going to take it into what we call a Cuban press. So the hands stay with the palms facing you, and then push to the sky, palms facing me. And we're going to come around in that sweeping motion. Now you will find that the 3 moves in this circuit are quite compatible. So the weight that you need should be around about the same for all 3. There you go. Obviously, if you start to lift and you find that the weight is just too light, you could go heavier for the second set. Maybe it feels perfect and you just want to get the moves right, and I would highly recommend that. Alternatively, if you start off and it's actually just too much, then of course you can knock it down. Okay, next move. We're going to bring the weights down, we're going to curl the weights here, and we're going to go for a Cuban. So the arms come down by your side, we're going to pull up, clean the weights, and press down, flip, and back. We're keeping the elbows out by our side like so, and as we lift up, we're working the lateral delt or the medial delt. That's sculpting the shoulder on the outside. Okay, give me 1 more. Press and rest. Okay, you've got 30 seconds rest. So rest it out, you can stretch. In your 30-second rest, you can decide if that weight was challenging for you, and maybe score yourself out of 1 to 10. 1 being easy peasy, 10 being way too hard. And ideally, when you are working well with these weights and you know what you're doing, you'd be aiming for somewhere around about a 7 or an 8. At the moment, I'm probably about a 5. Okay, let's go again. We are bicep curling for 30 seconds. What's lovely about sitting like this is you feel calm but strong at the same time. So this might suit days where maybe you are not feeling great and you still want to get a workout in, but you want to do it in a much calmer way. You can always light a candle. Okay, give me 2 more. Last one here. We're going to flip and press and come all the way back round. Press and come all the way back round. Well done. That's it, getting a really nice curve on that press. And push. And push. Everything's feeling calm. You're in control. You're sculpting beautiful shoulders. And doing it in a really calm way. Last one. Okay, we're going to bring it down. We're going to flip that weight. We're going to come down, pull up to the side, clean the weight, and press. Now my shoulders are on fire. We've only been doing 30 seconds on each move. And we're not using a huge weight. And we're very calm, but we're getting a solid workout for our shoulders and our biceps. Flip, press. Let's keep it going. Clean press. This is your last one. I can barely get that up. That means my intensity level's risen to around about a 7 or an 8. I'm going to lose the weights here. Okay, and then we're going to go into a finisher for tricep dips. So you've got 1 minute tricep dips. I'm going to do them off the bolster. I'm going to turn this way, get yourself set up, and we're going to bend and extend. Okay, you've got 1 minute. Let's go. Now 1 minute is quite a long time. So be kind to yourself. That's it. Woo. Notice I'm bending my elbows, not just jigging my booty up and down, okay? So sometimes I see people doing tricep dips like this, but the triceps aren't actually working. So really fix your body in place and work the triceps. Bend and extend, bend and extend. Starting to shake, but still feeling calm. Maybe it's the influence the yoga props. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my goodness. Give yourself a little hug. I can't believe we've been going for 6 minutes and my shoulders are on fire. Okay. We've now got circuit 2 to do. Are you ready? Okay, so we've captured our biceps. We've done our shoulder as a whole, and we've started to tap into those delts, those smaller muscles around the outside. We're now going to make them sculpt even more. And remember, our program works on a 1-3-1 method where we do strength days and we do sculpting days, and this is a really lovely sculpt day for us. So let's do it. I'm hopping back onto the bolster, and I'm now going to choose a lighter weight. The reason why I'm going for a lighter weight is obviously we're quite tired and we're going to be moving the arms further away from the body, so that makes it tougher. Okay, so I'm going to choose a light weight and we're going to start with a lateral raise. We're going to go in 15 seconds for 30. We're going to push away from the body and come back down. Are you ready? Okay, we're going in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do it, team. Slight bend in the elbows. Lead with the shoulders and the elbows. Push away from the body. Imagine you've got 2 walls just next door to each hand and you're trying to reach those walls. Okay, if your hands are up here, I want you to fix that for me, and I want you to drive with the shoulders and the elbows. If it feels comfortable, you can actually tilt the little fingers up to the sky as if you're pouring milk out of 2 jugs, but only if that feels comfortable. Okay, last 2, last 1, and then the next 30 seconds we're going to go into front raises. So bring the weights down by your side, press up and away. Press up and away. So we're now working on that front delt. Press up and away. Again, working really hard, for sure, but feeling quite calm. Remember, this is your strong power era. Yeah, this is your time to thrive. Last one, and release. Okay, we're now going to come up on the block. We're going to squeeze the block and we're going to hinge our hips back and we're going to push back and hold. So we're doing that rear delt, push back and hold. And notice my arms are coming out to the side. So we're sweeping back, slight bend in the elbows. And I want you to hold at the top. Hold at the top. Well done. We've got a few more. 3, 2, and 1. Press and hold and release. You're going to rest for 30 seconds. We're going to go back in for one more circuit and then we are done. We are out of here. Let's take a little bit of a stretch whilst we wait. Oh, shake it out. Okay, are you ready? 30 seconds and counting on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, back to that lateral raise. Now, if you're finding that you've selected a weight and it's too easy, so you're scoring yourself and you're doing your kind of how does it feel between a 1 to 10 and maybe it's coming up at a 2, you could always hold at the top for a little bit and not take it all the way down. Hold at the top and not take it all the way down. Just try that for me and see what happens. You start to very, very quickly feel a different level, a different sensation. Okay, you're going for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. We're straight into our second move. It's a front raise and lower. So again, let's practice making the weights harder without actually having to change the weights. Okay, so give me a few more with a full range. Okay, we've got to the 15-second mark. We're now going to lift and hold, and we're going to slow lower, not go all the way down, and lift. Notice the difference immediately. Okay, so if you ever want to intensify your workout, you can shorten the range of motion on these particular exercises. Last one. Oh my goodness me. Okay, we're going into our final move. Squeeze the block or squeeze the bolster between your thighs. Hinge the hips back. You're going to look forwards and press back to the sky. Press back to the sky. That's it. Press back and sweep. Press back and sweep. And we're going to try the same theory here. Okay, last one at full range. Now hold it at the top for me and you're going to release ever so slightly and push. Push. Look beyond and in front of you rather than craning your neck. Okay, I'm instantly feeling that heat turn up. You've got 3, you've got 2, you've got 1. Whew. You've got amazing arms. Well done you. Okay guys, that was absolutely fantastic. Give yourself a little stretch. Enjoy snuggling down on your bolster or your cushion from the sofa, whatever you're using. As I said, it could be a chair, you could be standing, but I would recommend something like this. It feels amazing. Have a super day. Enjoy the rest of your day. You've worked amazingly hard. Take care. Bye.